I'm sure you find idioms confusing. And to be honest, me too. I mean, look at this message I just got. Dude, remember the math teacher who was always angry? He kicked the bucket. Think about it. Why would a math teacher kick the bucket? The thing is, kick the bucket doesn't actually mean to kick the bucket. It's a funny way to say someone has died. For example, if you say the math teacher kicked the bucket this morning, that means the math teacher died this morning. Are you sad about it? Well, no, because you're making fun of it. So it cannot be used in serious situations. For example, if someone's dad has died and then you go there and you say, sorry man, I heard your dad kicked the bucket. No. So be careful how you use it. Next idiom is to beat around the bush. What's a bush? A bush is a kind of plant. But if you beat around the bush, are you running around it? What are you doing? Beating around a bush? It means not to talk about the thing which is important. So there is an important thing that you should be talking about, but you're not. Instead, you're talking about all the other unimportant things. So the other person might say, hey, quit beating around the bush and get to the point. It means don't talk about all these irrelevant things. Tell me what matters the most. Don't avoid talking about the important thing. Don't beat around the bush. Do you know what this is? It's a belt. Something dads like a lot. Have you ever heard the phrase under your belt? What's under your belt? This idiom is used to talk about something that you have achieved in the past. Something important. Something you may be proud of. She has 2 big championships under her belt and she feels ready for more challenges. She has 2 main championships under her belt. That means in the past, she was very successful. She's been a champion for 2 times in the past, so she has 2 championships under her belt. Something important that she achieved in the past. What do you have under your belt? Our next idiom has to do with dogs. What do dogs do? They bark. Have you ever heard this phrase? Bark up the wrong tree. Bark up the wrong tree. It means to blame the wrong person or go after the wrong thing. You are barking up the wrong tree. If you think I broke the vase, you're barking up the wrong tree. I didn't break the vase. You are blaming the wrong person. You're barking up the wrong tree. Ooh, I love this one. Throw someone under the bus. Seems like something you would do when you are really mad at someone. So you see a bus is coming and you don't like this guy, so you just throw him or her under the bus? Well, not really, but it's still a bad thing to do. If you throw someone under the bus, you blame someone else in order to protect yourself. Maybe you've done something wrong and somebody has blamed you, but because you want to protect yourself, you blame it on someone else. It wasn't me, it was him. You are throwing that person under the bus. This is a very common business English phrase. This happens a lot at work, where maybe a manager or a colleague of yours may throw you under the bus, but hopefully you don't do this to others. He threw his teammate under the bus to avoid getting in trouble. The manager was mad and he said, oh, no, it wasn't me, it was him. And the teammate was like, what? So he threw his teammate under the bus. What am I doing? I'm calling. Look at this phrase. Call it a day. Call it a day? Call what a day? Hey, you're a day. To call it a day means to stop working, to finish for now. It's enough. Let's call it a day. Let's stop. We worked hard today. Let's call it a day. It means enough. Let's go home. That's enough for today. Let's call it a day. Remember the idiom under somebody's belt? There is a similar idiom, under somebody's thumb. So if you are under somebody's thumb, what does it mean? It means that they are controlling you. It's like they're playing with a joystick. You are under their thumb. You're being controlled by them. Jack is under Lucy's thumb. It means Lucy controls Jack. Lucy and Jack are married, but Jack cannot make a decision on his own. He always has to ask Lucy to make the final call. So he's under Lucy's thumb. He's being controlled by Lucy. Do you know what this is? It's a trumpet. And what do you do with a trumpet if you want to hear the sound of it? You blow the trumpet. Now look at this phrase. Blow your own trumpet. If you blow your own trumpet, you're playing music? No. It means you are bragging about yourself. I did that in one day. I'm the best at work. You guys are nothing compared to me. You're blowing your own trumpet. He's always blowing his own trumpet about how good he is at work. He's always bragging about himself. I'm the best at work. Nobody's compared to me. Idiom number 9. On thin ice. If the ice is thin and you are on the ice, what does that mean? Imagine a lake in winter. The top of the lake is frozen. But think about it. The top layer is very thin. It's thin ice. If you are on this lake, you are on thin ice. What can happen? Well, it may break and you may drown in the lake. You are in danger. You may get into trouble. You are on thin ice. After forgetting her homework again, she's on thin ice with the teacher. It means she's in danger. She might get into trouble if the teacher realizes that she hasn't done her homework again. Idiom number 10, before we have a break, the last straw. The last straw is the last challenge or the last problem you face before you lose your patience. The last thing that may make you go crazy. Imagine a friend of mine who's very bad, very bad. She never shows up on time when we want to go out. She always borrows money, but she never gives it back. She only calls me whenever she needs me. But so far, I've been like, wait, she's my friend. Whatever, I don't care. But recently, she said something which was very rude. Her rude comment was the last straw. I won't talk to her again. It was the last straw. I've lost my patience with her. No more. Done. I won't talk to her. Okay, so far we have learned 10 idioms. Time for an announcement. You can now start my courses for free. That's right. You can start them for free. No credit card or no payment information required. Let me explain. We now have a brand new English Academy designed to take your English to the next level. This is something I've been working on for years, and it's powered by the latest technology and artificial intelligence tools. You will get not just grammar and vocabulary lessons, but you will also improve your 4 skills of reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Wait, did I just say speaking? Yes! You can now practice speaking with AI whenever you want and get real-time feedback. This will dramatically improve your English speaking skills. Why am I explaining this? Go see it for yourself. You can start for free. Just click on the link above my head and go to my website, app.pocenglish.com, and click on Start for Free. No payment or no credit card information required. Go test the first lesson and see if you like it. In 2025, I'm going to make you speak English, so you'd better be ready. All right, back to our lesson. This is a wolf, and this action is to cry. Now look at this idiom. To cry wolf. Cry wolf? So wolves are coming down my eyes? If you cry wolf, you're asking for help. You're begging for help, even though you don't need it. You're pretending like there is a big problem and you need help, so that somebody would come and help you. But in fact, there is no real problem. You're just crying wolf. If you cry wolf too often, people will stop believing you. They would say, nah, this is the kind of stuff he does. He doesn't need real help. He's just pretending. So you really shouldn't cry wolf. Now this is my shoulder. Now look at this phrase. Have a chip on your shoulder. Something is here? No. If you have a chip on your shoulder, what does that mean? It means you get upset very easily because you feel like you've been treated unfairly. You should have been treated differently. So now, because you're under the impression that, I haven't been treated fairly here, you have a chip on your shoulder and you easily get upset with every single thing. He gets angry so fast, like he has a chip on his shoulder. He believes he's been treated unfairly in the past. And now, he gets angry or upset really fast. All right, getting to the next... Whoa! What's this? It's a skeleton. Oh, let me tell you something. In my room, I've got a closet, and in the closet, there is a skeleton. There's a skeleton in the closet. Did you know that this is an idiom? But what does it mean? Skeleton in the closet is a secret that I have that I don't want others to know about. I want to keep it secret. Probably I've done something very wrong and very bad, but now I don't want others to know about that and to think that I'm a good person. I've got a skeleton in the closet, but it's not just me. Every family has at least one skeleton in the closet. Everyone has secrets that they don't want others to know. You don't want to reveal your darkest secrets, do you? Now this is a bridge. It connects two things together. If you burn bridges, what do? You set bridges on fire. Imagine you go over a bridge. Then you turn around and you burn that bridge. And you keep going. Now, if you regret and you say, hey, I probably should go back. And you go back. Do you see anything? No. You burned the bridge. There is no way to go back now. That's the exact meaning of burn bridges. If you burn bridges, you're closing opportunities forever, or you're ruining relationships. He burned bridges with his old boss by quitting suddenly. His boss didn't know. He wasn't aware that he's going to quit. Everything was okay, but he suddenly quit. And now he burned bridges because his boss is very angry. So he ruined his relationship with his boss. He can never go back. He burned bridges. Oh, here's a very interesting idiom. This is very common and it's very American. Go out on a limb. To go out on a limb means to take a huge risk. I'm going out on a limb by saying this plan will work. I'm not sure if the plan is going to work, but I'm taking a big risk. I'm going to say that this plan will work, but by doing so, I'm going out on a limb. Now, maybe you know the meaning of this idiom. Hit the jackpot. What does it mean if you hit the jackpot? It means you're very lucky or you've succeeded at a very big thing. They hit the jackpot with their new business idea. They had a business idea. It was very successful. They hit the jackpot. It means they were very lucky or they achieved something huge. If you are ill, the doctor may prescribe pills. What do you have to do with the pills? You will have to take the pills, of course, but when you put it in your mouth, you have water and then you need to drink water so that you swallow the pill. Now, sometimes these pills are hard to swallow. Here's a very interesting idiom. A hard pill to swallow. It means something difficult to accept. So if something is a hard pill to swallow, it's hard to accept it. Losing the game was a hard pill to swallow for the team. They lost the game, but it was a hard pill for them to swallow. They couldn't easily accept the fact that they lost. It was a hard pill to swallow. Have you ever left someone in the lurch? Leave someone in the lurch? What does it mean? It means to abandon someone in a tough situation, to leave someone when they need you the most. He left us in the lurch by quitting the team in the last minute. It was a day before the deadline and he said, I'm going to quit. It was a day before the deadline. We had a lot to do, but one of the teammates stood up and said, hey, I'm quitting. He just left us all in the lurch. We really needed him. It's not a nice thing to do. And you know what? If you do something bad to someone, you have to face the music. Oh, face the music? To face the music means to deal with the bad results of your actions. You've done something bad in the past and now something bad may happen to you. You've got to face the music. He broke the rules and had to face the music. He's in jail now. And the last one. This is a gun. But if you jump the gun, what does it mean? It means you do something too soon. They met each other 3 weeks ago and now they're talking about marriage. Isn't it jumping the gun? Yes, they're doing something really soon. They really need to get to know each other better before they talk about marriage, don't you think? So they're jumping the gun. And that was the last idiom. So far, you've learned 20 idioms in this lesson. Now, what I want you to do is to practice. Don't just close this video. No. Have your notebook. Write down all these idioms with their meanings, with their example sentences, and then practice by writing a text. And from time to time, go back to that text and start reviewing. And again, if you want to test out my new academy for free, simply go to app.pocenglish.com and click Start for Free. No payment, no credit card information needed. Go ahead and test it and see if you like it. Bye.